All right, really important topic here. Breath control versus breath support. Now, breathing and singing is a huge part of what's going on all the time, regardless of what you're singing, regardless of how loud or quiet or relaxed or if it's screamy stuff, it doesn't matter. Breath support and control are really what's going on for the most part with singing. I've instructors that I feel kind of underemphasize breathing. I've seen very little instruction out there on what's really going on and how to improve your singing technique. And that's why I focus a big part of my instruction on breath support and control, because I know from my own experience as a singer and a performer and a recording artist how much I use the elements of breath support and breath control in my singing day to day, and how much my singing has progressed as a result of those things, and my emphasis on working on them so hard. Breath support and breath control. Breath support is the engine that drives your singing. It's what pushes the air up from your lower diaphragm through your lungs into your trachea, up through your trachea to your subglottis where it's controlled, and then to your vocal cords to make sound. So breath support is the muscles of your lower diaphragm from your belly button down to right around your pubic bone, right around where your belt loop, the button of your pants sits. And we've done exercises, whether it's the 4-2-1, the Ha exercise, where we kind of emphasized breath support, and that is so this lower compression of your diaphragm in and up is breath support. You can't make sound without breath support. You can't make your singing move. You can't create a note. Your vocal cords don't vibrate without wind that comes from your breath support, from your lower diaphragm. Now, that said, uncontrolled breath support that's just coming straight from your lower diaphragm, no emphasis on control. While I've seen a lot of singers that use this technique, and I mean, they're very, very good singers. I've seen some incredible people use kind of an controlled breath technique, what I would consider uncontrolled, where they just really focus on letting breath move freely. I understand why people are drawn to that technique and why it makes sense, because the whole idea is to be as free and as loose and relaxed, shoulders up as possible, and to keep good posture and to keep good body alignment. I understand that, but by just allowing air to flow freely, you're causing your vocal cords to have to withstand the blunt force of all of the air coming through your lungs out of your body as you sing. And it's really bad for your vocal cords to have that much pressure on them all the time. All that air rushing through your vocal cords dries them out. All of that force from the air, especially as you start to sing higher and higher, really adds the burden. It adds a lot of burden to your vocal cords that doesn't need to be there. And it takes away from your ability to sing higher and higher notes. If you add some control to your breathing, if you add this upper diaphragm control, and I'm going to explain how upper diaphragm control works in the next couple lessons. When you add breath control along with your breath support, you're going to see massive gains in your singing ability, in your ability to sing in tune, your range, the amount of force and volume you can generate from your voice, the things you can get away with, like really intense screaming, you can get away with really like aggressive sound you just cannot do if you have unrestrained breath flowing as you sing. Breath control is huge. And just real quick and dirty, the principle of breath control, the upper diaphragm, your solar plexus, the muscles of your upper diaphragm, when they're squeezed, constrict the subglottis below your, kind of a ring of muscles at the bottom of your neck that kind of surround the top part of your trachea below your vocal cords. So when you tense this, it closes this area off, and you can then voluntarily allow as much or as little air to come through your subglottis and get to your vocal cords as you'd like. That with good singing technique, when you're loose in your vocal cords, you're loose, your face is not bringing a lot of extra tension, your tongue is relaxed, you're doing all of the right things with your, and you add breath support and breath control all combined together, your voice is just flat out unstoppable. And that's what I want for you guys. I want you to be able to sing anything you want. I don't want you to have to think about technique when you're performing. I don't want you to be held back wondering, can I sing this note? I don't know, some nights I can, some nights I can't. I don't want you thinking about, can I be this aggressive in my tone? Do I have to sing? Am I always going to sound this breathy? Am I going to run out of air? I don't want you to have to deal with those things. I want you to be able to think to yourself, I can sing anything. And it doesn't matter how high it is. It doesn't matter what the tone is. If I take the correct steps and I do the right things with my breathing, and if I relax my vocal cords, and I've done my homework and I really understand what's going on and I've trained my voice, then I want you to think to yourself, there's nothing I can't do. Because that's the fact. If you work on your voice enough, if you do the things you need to do to get your voice under control, to control your breathing, to support your breathing, to loosen and relax all these muscles and learn how they respond, your voice is going to be unstoppable, and so are you. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on the forum. Thanks a lot.